Hello, this video is going to be creating your identity statement. And what this is basically you're reprogramming your brain, kind of like manifesting, okay? But I totally believe that, yes, you've got to speak into it and believe it, but you also have to take action. You can't just say these things and don't do anything about it, okay? But the first thing is programming yourself so you can actually believe it. Okay, I say this every day without fail. I add some music to it. Even my son knows half of mine. So basically, you're going to have a piece of paper. You're going to draw 4 columns, okay? Space it out. And I actually have it linked here. There's a workbook. It's a Google Sheet that you can do and print, okay? And basically, what we're doing here is we're grounding in to the person you want to become, who you want to embody, and you are saying it to yourself over and over again, okay? So what we're gonna, it's so simple, okay? So adjective in this column, noun and verbs, okay? Adjective is a describing word, okay? So put 10 in this column. I want you to put 10 in here, 10 in here, 10, 10, 10, okay? And think of words that you aspire to be, that really light you up, like, oh, I love magnetic, engaging, unique, resilient, organized. That might be boring to you, but for me, I really want to be more organized in my life. So everyone's different. Lucky, and then more adjectives: loving, sexy, inspiring, rich. Go all out. Be delusional, okay? Because I personally believe, I don't know who said this, but shoot for the moon. And even if you miss, you're going to hit the stars. So shoot for the moon. We're becoming delusional here. Delusional in a good way. I think it's good to be delusional. Okay. Abundant, world-class, caring. Okay. Keep going. 10 of each. If you need help, I've got examples there in the worksheet. Okay. Or ask ChatGPT to help you. Okay. Goddess, noun. So we're going noun. So a noun is a person, place, or a thing. Okay, so it could be a city, but it's goddess, speaker, teacher, okay, mother, father, mentor, warrior, coach, okay. All right, write 10 of those down, okay? And then verbs, okay? Verbs are doing things, okay? So inspires, creates, teaches, empowers, transforms, okay? Really simple to do. If you're having trouble, just look at that worksheet, okay? But just think of, who do I aspire to be? What do I want my identity to be? You might already have these things and you just add it to your archive here, okay? So do that. Pause if you need to right now, okay? And then pause. I'm just going to give you a minute while I not a minute, just a few seconds, okay? And I'm just going to get some music ready for later. And then basically, there's a sentence here, okay? You are going to have to fill out 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 blanks, okay? And it's going to be in your worksheet, okay? Or you can just write it down now with me. So you're going to say, I, space, and you're going to put your name, Betty, am, and then you're going to write a or /an, because this depends on a magnetic, or if you're doing an and engaging, you just so am and space. Okay, then do 6 more, so 6 spaces, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, because that's where you're going to put the adjectives. Okay, and then write that, comma, that, and then do 3 spaces here. So basically, write that down. Okay, or look at your worksheet, and then basically feel out which words. So I want you to choose 3 from here, 3 from there, 1 from here, 2 from there. You're gonna have 11 spaces, okay, and 3 from here. Feel into what feels good for you, what you embody, what you want your identity to be. I'm going to go with magnetic, engaging, unique. Okay, we're all special. When I say unique, you are going to have different words to anyone else. This is about you. Okay, loving. I want to be influential. I want to be inspiring. Abundant. That's a good one. Okay, so I've got 3 from there. I want to be a goddess, and I believe goddesses are sexy. I want a bit more of that. I want to be a speaker. Goddess, speaker, noun. world-class. I want to be a world-class speaker, leader. Okay, and and then the verbs: inspires, creates, transforms. Okay, I love that. Now all you're going to do is go, I, Betty, or your name, am an or magnetic, engaging, unique, inspiring. You get the gist here. Inspiring, influential, abundant, doing 6. That's 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Abundant, goddess, speaker. Sorry, I meant to put that there. Speaker. That, it's in your worksheet there if you want to do it properly there. That inspires, creates, and transforms. How amazing is that? So I'd be like, I, Betty, am a magnetic, unique, engaging, inspiring, influential, goddess, or abundant goddess, leader, speaker, and visionary that creates, transforms. I want to put empowers. How great is that? So that's what you're doing, speaking into your identity or the person that you are embodying or becoming, okay? So have a go at that. And this is what I recommend you do. Say it over, like when you put it up there, read it to yourself. Say it to yourself, okay? Do it at least once a day. My son knows half of mine and I always play the same song when I do mine, okay? And he knows, it's funny that my brain now knows whenever I hear that song, that's what even if I'm not saying it, my brain is used to my statement, which is very similar to this now. Okay, so I'm going to play it and see, the thing is when you add emotion, remember music in movies always gets you, okay? Because it's getting, like I say before, actually, if you haven't done my energy reset, do my energy reset, okay? Because it gets you into the habits of remembering your worth, and it's really simple. It's in school community, but basically we're going into our heart space, okay? Emotions, you either ground into your nervous system and you trigger your nervous system, you embed habits either through a significant emotional event, like let's say you got lost in a shopping mall for an hour and you didn't know where your parents were, so you're feeling rejected, you're feeling like nothing, the world's going to end. So emotional events like that really embed that trauma into you. Okay, there's a way to do it, or the other ways to do it is repetitiveness. Okay, and that's why we're doing these statements. Okay, the repetitiveness, so you actually believe it. Okay, and then even more, see those significant emotional events that really trigger you, that gets into your emotions, and the emotions from your heart actually control your limbic part of your brain, which is in the middle. Okay, and that controls your emotions, and that part triggers your behavior. Not the analytical part, it's actually your emotions. That's why it's so important. So that's why we're adding music to create emotion, so it embeds into your nervous system even deeper. Okay, so here we go. We're going to add this music. I'm going to say this statement. And what I do is I actually, just say if you're doing it on your iPad, you've got music on your iPad, I actually record the voice memo on my phone. So then I will read the statement, record it on a voice memo with music playing in the background, and I repeat it over and over until the song is finished, okay? And when I was strapped for time, when I was still working full time, building up my online business, and I was so tired a lot of the times that I would just play the song in the car. Okay, and try and just repeat it with me. There was days where I would do it, or that I wouldn't say it out loud, but at least I was listening to it. Okay, so for a busy person, you can still do this. This may take you half an hour to start with, but then you've got it for life. Okay, and of course you can change and improve it, and you evolve, and you change again, and you do it again every 6 months. Revisit it. Okay, so here we go. I'm just going to read my statement with conviction, dealing in with this emotion. Here we go. I, Betty, am a magnetic, engaging, unique, resilient, inspiring, influential, resilient, abundant goddess, leader, speaker, and visionary that creates, attracts, transforms, and empowers. And just repeat that over and over again and record it, okay? How amazing is that? to listen to if you can in the morning and at nighttime or driving in the car. Okay, it really embeds into your nervous system so you can move forward. Okay, I'm going to end this here. This was a bonus as well for the energy reset. If you haven't done the energy reset, go into the school community called Magnetic DNA, or I'll drop a link here and you can do it there. Okay, and if you want to work with me more one-on-one, if you need help to clearing limiting beliefs and feeling lighter and working through things, there's a way to get in touch with me as well. Celebrating you for being here. And of course, every time you do this, you go, yes, I did it, okay? Because when you celebrate, what does it do? It releases, biologically, this is just what happens. It releases feel-good hormones, serotonin, oxytocin, that your brain goes, oh my God, I like this. And your body's like, wow, I like it. It's like candy. Give me more, give me more. And then you're more likely to keep doing it again and again and taking aligned action. Remember, from your heart. Okay, your heart, and that sends the emotion to your brain, the limbic part of your brain, which controls your behavior. All right, congratulations. Have